Half a day, and welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the past week, and I think he had the biggest story of this week. Nick?
Right, it was a rather end of the week was just shaken up for the Guam Police Department, the community there, after they were led on a high-speed chase, after they responded to a man with a reported gun outside the game room in Barrigada, then leading police on that chase from that game room in Barrigada towards Dededo and Jigo area, and back to Dededo, where it all ended with a shootout with that armed suspect who has yet to be identified, and police officers there, that suspect then being taken down and dying in the situation.
Okay, and Nestor, big news in the telecom?
Yeah, a couple of things actually in the telecom industry. First of all, the Guam Telephone Authority, or GTA rather, the prospective owner appeared before the Public Utilities Commission. The owner is the Huntsman family out of Utah. The patriarch is John Huntsman Sr., who is a billionaire industrialist, but he set up a family foundation that actually they testified that the proceeds of whatever is part of that foundation actually goes directly to their charitable work. So that was, it's more of a formality actually. Before the PUC, the final decision goes before the Federal Communications Commission, and that's the next and final step. But don't anticipate any issues with that company. The other one was Docomo Pacific. They launched a new service called One Love. And one of the things that JK, the president and CEO, Jonathan Greenwood, he mentioned the fact that they will now have the fastest online speed, 3-digit 100 megabits per second. Mm-hmm. And then the other main feature is the new TiVo system, which will give a lot more flexibility in how you can watch TV and other platforms in your home.
Yeah. Very cool. I want the fastest internet. And Britt, what were you up to?
So this week, Guam Seawalker Tours became the 702nd business company on Guam to sign the Hafaday Pledge. So it was really awesome because what Seawalker did was they invited KUAM and GVB over to experience the adventure for ourselves. So that video you can check out on Facebook and YouTube starting on Saturday. And also, just want to mention, we do have an ongoing Earth Day photo challenge. So you can go ahead to our Facebook page. There's a link pinned to the top, and go ahead and vote for your favorite photo.
Great.
Okay. That's Earth Weekend. Yeah, all of this weekend is Earth Week. Huh? And then myself, I spent a lot of time in court. And this was an interesting case because we heard of the Guard Recruitment Assistance Program fraud, nationwide crackdown on those individuals who were abusing this mechanism that the Guard was hoping would up enlistment numbers, but actually ended up doing the opposite, not opposite, but it ended up revealing fraud, cases of fraud. And so a high-ranking member, he was actually a major, Ambrosio Constantino, he was sentenced to 2 years and 1 day behind bars. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because he was in the governor's cabinet. He was the Homeland Security advisor briefly before he was indicted, and he resigned shortly after. Again, he was caught with fraudulently nominating a soldier. And he testified in court, and he said, hey, I was just trying to help so-and-so's son out. He only kept $200 of the $2,000, and he's going to spend 2 years and 1 day behind bars. So, you know, we'll see what the other cases actually have in store. There's so many cases of GRAP locally, aside from what's happening nationally. So what the judge also emphasized at the hearing was that Guam is really handling each case very, very differently. There's a big disparity, and she was disappointed in that. And so if you have any stories or news tips for us here at the newsroom, email us at reporters@kuam.com.